What started as a concern from a viewer led to an obvious question: what could have been so dangerous, putting many at risk? Storefronts along 19th Avenue North say construction is hurting business in the already slow summer months. Take a look at the parking lot. It sits nearly half empty. There's 23 axles supporting and carrying this large load. And Fargo police tell me this is one of the largest and heaviest homes. Secret Service says study the bill, feel the texture of the paper, look at the print, cut, and for any other additional features that may be questionable. Forking over cash for one of these may not make your wallet smile, but police say it's an effort to keep you safe when the roads are covered in a blanket of white. Many people I spoke to tell me, in fact, they've read all 3 books and are very excited to see the movie for the first time. Now, the dispatcher even made notes in the transcript that it was chaotic and there was lots of screaming from the children, making it very hard to hear at times.
Christina Craig was in Wahpeton today and has more on this potentially dangerous situation.
I mean, you just never know what could happen.
Concerns me because of that. We don't want a car, somebody passing through here, right? What do we say? No to strangers, right?
Not to talk to strangers.
The students' report has taken this normally quiet community by surprise. Here's surveillance video from the day.
2 students approached me and said there was a gray car that had driven by them a few times. And I said, is the car still here? And they said no.
The video only shows the girls coming into the school. What you can't see is the car that was driving near this bus stop.
We don't know if it is somebody who was actually lurking in the area for evil purposes or not. So what we want is we want children to be alert and to trust their gut. If their radar goes off because there's something that somebody in a car is doing that makes them suspicious, they should do just what these 2 children did, which was to run back into the school and tell somebody they can trust. Cameras like this and a buzzer system guard the school's entrance. Now, school officials are scouring through the past 2 weeks of camera surveillance of the elementary's grounds to look for any odd behavior. From the day before, they saw a car that fit the description, but they weren't able to come up with any distinguishing characteristics or license number. As investigators work with the video, school officials say they believe their students to be safe. However, police are treating this incident as a possible stranger danger threat. In Wahpeton, Christina Craig, Valley News Live. Beeping and clatter. It's the soundtrack to this new development in West Fargo. Workers coming and going is the typical backdrop, and it's the reason why Eaglewood neighborhood is ideal for a thief.
We've had a couple lately. Normally they'll bust the padlock and go into the trailer and take the tools.
But this time, the thief took the whole trailer before sunrise.
I've literally parked my trailer right here. I was working on a job right here.
Jason Cernsky works his construction business out of his trailer. And all together with the tools, the thief got away with a total of about 15 grand. It's not only put a cut in Jason's workload, but paycheck too.
It's definitely slowing me down. I have some jobs that are just waiting to get done right now, and I don't have all the tools to do it.
Police say 80% of the time, trailers and incidents like this are found, but the tools are a bit harder to track. Sometimes they appear a year later in the Minneapolis area.
Sell them on the street here. Some of those tools get pawned at times.
And in some cases, tools are used for drug use. Overall, it's a crime West Fargo police say they see all too often.
These people are around just about every night looking for something to take.
Thieves are always out shopping, looking for the opportune time and an easy job. Now Cernsky's left
Trying to pick up pieces
to get his business back on the road. In West Fargo, Christina Craig, Valley News Live.
Valley News Team's Christina Craig found some eateries have improved, but not all of them.
With your health and safety in mind, environmental inspectors regularly check food establishments to make sure everything's up to code. Our first stop is at Cafe 116. Let's check it out. In their most recent inspection, Cafe 116 was slapped 12 total violations, 4 critical.
I totally understand. I mean, I eat out too, and I don't want to get sick from food, and our customers really like how fresh our food is, so we want to make sure that we keep it fresh.
Owner Jennifer Davis tells us all violations have been corrected. Next up, Bello Cucina. In their recent inspection, they were cited 9 violations for critical.
This identifies that, we've got julienne onions in here. This was made on 3/22.
Lack of date marking is one of the criticals among discarding liquor bottles with fruit flies in it and repairing a sink spray faucet.
Did you fix all of the critical violations?
The one we have not fixed yet is the mop sink. We're still trying to figure out the budget.
Lastly, we paid a visit to the local VFW. They had 13 marks on their health report. 4 were critical. Some of the more severe violations: salad was not held at the proper temperature and old food found in a cooler had to be trashed. Management says all the appropriate changes have been made.
Instead of stocking our bar full, we put less product out, check it more often, and throw it away at the end of the day.
What it all boils down to:
We just have to be ready for them whenever, so it's not like we have time to fudge anything.
constantly keeping restaurant management on their feet. In Fergus Falls, Christina Craig, Valley News Live.